What's up, wealth builders? Oh, nope. Got my jams from the road.
Oh, well. Well, let's try this again. Hey, wealth
What's
builders.
up, wealth builders?
So we are on stop number 8.
We are 52 miles away from St. Louis on our way home from honeymoon part 2. And we have another amazing question for you.
So, here's the question. It says, do I need to find a closing company before the deal? Questions.
The egg before the chicken. Which one?
Go ahead.
Want me to take this one?
Yeah, you take it.
Well, look. I'm a firm believer in it doesn't matter. You can find either the title company before you find a deal, or you can find a deal before the title company, all right? Finding title companies is not a hard thing to do. Realistically, you just need to do a Google search. It'll pop up the title companies in the area that you're doing business in, and you just call out and reach out to them. Now, there are some things you want to keep in mind when picking a title company. They are not all the same.
They're not equal.
They are not equal. But it's trial and error for the most part. Okay, we've dealt with title companies that have been phenomenal. We've dealt with title companies that were horrible. It took them forever to get the paperwork together. The paperwork was wrong at the closing table, and we didn't do business with them anymore. We did get that one for free, but we didn't do business with them anymore.
It was a plus to it, but it took a little longer. I think we used transition of money in that one, and it took them a little longer to get their money back. So
the money that we were supposed to be borrowing for a day to do the closing, our hard money, and then it was supposed to get their money back that same day. They ended up not getting their money back until that following Tuesday. We closed on, I think, a Thursday. They didn't get their money back until a Tuesday following that. So imagine what that could have meant for us as far as penalties. But we didn't incur any on this deal, but we could have. Right? So picking the right title company is important.
It sure is. So definitely, and what I will say to that is that I will say pick your title company first. I'm going to say doesn't matter which one you pick, like Ken said. However, don't allow not finding a title company stop you from looking for deals. Okay, so while you're looking for deals, look for a title company. You know what I mean? Like, you can go ahead and do them at the same time. One doesn't have to come before the other. However, don't allow not having a title company stop you. Okay,
now,
because go ahead.
Now, if you're doing virtual deals, now the one thing I will tell you is this, right? You wanna make sure a few things about your title company that you pick. One, you want to make sure that they're investor friendly, right? And what I mean by that is that they understand the wholesale process. Many title companies deal with regular real estate transactions through realtors. They go on a TARA form, and the realtor, they have their very own way of doing things. When you're dealing with investors, the title company has to be able to distinguish what hard money is, what transactional funding is. They need to understand the double close, the assignment contract, all of those things. So when you talk to them, you want to ask them, hey, have you done any work with any wholesalers
or investors
or any investors, or do you know what an assignment of contract is?
Those are very important questions to ask your title company. We have called several different title companies in the past where they had no clue what we were talking about. They literally were like an assignment contract.
And it's not your job to teach them.
No, it is not. So for us, it's always been best to just go ahead and find the title company that is going to be investor friendly. A great way to find some of those in your area might be going to your local RIA and speaking to other people. Who are you using? And then sometimes your end buyer sometimes already has a title company that they like to use.
And that's good. Sometimes using the end buyer's title company, the only thing you want to keep in mind with that is if you're doing a double closing, meaning you don't want them to know how much you made, you may want to control the title company, because then you can kind of have a little bit more control over that.
But it's not the end of the world. So, I mean, we've had it where the end buyer wants to use their title company, and that's fine. So there's also some title companies that will do virtual closings. Okay, which are awesome because you don't even have to be physically in the office. The person that is closing, everybody is virtually. So everybody is on a Zoom call essentially, and you're just knocking it out and signing paperwork and documents while over the video call.
Now, personally, I prefer title companies that can do virtual closings. Even if you're doing business in your local market, say for us, we do business in the Nashville area, right? In our local market, we prefer to have title companies that can close virtually because we don't like being locked down. I don't want to have to show up for a closing in person, right? I want to be able to do my closing wherever I'm at. If I'm on vacation in Florida and I need to do this closing, guess what? I can hop on the Zoom call, hop on a Skype call. We can do the closing, do all the signing. I like that. So that is important to me. It's not the end of the world again, you know, if the title company can't do virtual closings and you're in that market. But if you're not in that market and you're doing a virtual market, they have to know how to do virtual closings, okay? You don't want to have to be driving hours to go sign a contract. You don't want them to have to mail something for you to sign it, for to have to mail it back.
No.
That is too much work. You want a virtual closing. You want to be able to walk away at the end of a Skype call with your money being wired into your account and everything else being taken care of, okay? So which one to find first, we've covered. It doesn't matter. If you find your title company first, and that's great. If not, then you find it after you get your deal. It is easier to have your title company already lined up because as soon as you get your contract, you send it over to them. They can get started on your title work. If you got to search around for one after you get your deal signed and back, you know, you are eating up your time. So it could be beneficial to have that in mind, who you may want to go with, but always have one on the back burner.
We've
have
got
2
more
or 3.
we have more than just one title company that we use.
At the same time, we will have deals at multiple different title companies in our local area, because why not?
Yeah, just sometimes it just happens that way.
Some of them charge less.
Yeah, and some of them they move a little faster. They do what we want. Some of them are nice because they'll even tell you who's looking for a property.
Yep.
They already know everybody.
Yep. And remember, in another video, we said that the title company is a good resource because typically they have a title, they have an attorney, a real estate attorney on
deck,
on staff, or they're owned by a real estate attorney. In most cases, a lot of the ones that we deal with, they are owned by attorneys. So it's very flexible when it comes down to figuring out how to do something or how to structure a deal. They can help you with that. Many of them can give you contracts or look over your contracts and stuff like that. So
remember, they want you to get paid so they can get paid.
Yep.
So they're not out to get you. They're going to ask you for information. Give them the information. They'll look at your contract. If there's something weird about your contract, they'll let you know.
Yep.
Because they need your contract to look right, and they need it to go through. So if you don't have any contracts, we do have some free contracts on kvwealthbuilders.com.
The link's in the video as well.
So make sure you check us out there. And if you have any questions or anything, drop them in the comments. Make sure you give us thumbs up and some lovely hearts.
And if you've done a deal and you know of a title company in your area that you want to promote, drop them in the comments.
Yeah.
Just drop their name in the comments so that someone else could benefit from that. Just put the state, the city or state, and the name of the title company.
Well, Wealth Builders, that's all we got for you guys today, or for this stop.
Yeah.
So I guess we will see you on the next stop.